The story follows a girl named Gu A-jin who gets constantly teased and bullied at school because of her looks, especially by two girls, Young Hanul and Jo Se-hee. Because of that, she feels lonely most of the time. But online, she lives a completely different life. At home, she puts on makeup, takes photos of herself, edits them carefully, and posts them on Instagram under the name Genie. Online, she's incredibly popular with almost 770,000 followers who admire her and shower her with compliments. Thanks to that huge following, she even starts earning money through ads, which she mostly spends on makeup and things she uses for her photos. In the classroom, Young Hanul notices Gu A-jin wearing the same bracelet that the famous Genie had once shown on her social media. Without hesitation, she grabs her hand and snatches it away. A-jin is left stunned, unable to do anything. After stealing the bracelet, she sends a picture to Genie not knowing Gu A-jin is Genie. As she's peacefully having her lunch, a guy named Lee Jin-sung joins her. He's also pretty much by himself at school, but that's mostly because he doesn't like talking to people. Even though he keeps to himself, he's actually quite popular. While eating, Lee Jin-sung suddenly starts choking on his food. Gu A-jin quickly pats his back to help him, but he tells her to stop because it hurts. After catching his breath, he looks at her properly and unexpectedly starts complimenting her, saying she reminds him of a beautiful Korean drama actress. Gu A-jin doesn't believe him at all because she's grown really insecure after years of bullying, but Lee Jin-sung genuinely thinks she's pretty. Later that day at home, she receives a message from Lee Jin-sung asking if she'd like to go out for lunch with him. When they meet at the restaurant and the food arrives, Gu A-jin gets super excited and starts taking pictures of the food. Lee Jin-sung notices how happy she looks and realizes he's never seen her like this before. He asks if she'd like to go somewhere else after lunch, but she turns him down because she needs to take some photos for her Genie account. Her followers have started complaining that she never goes out, so she wants to post something that proves otherwise. After saying goodbye to Lee Jin-sung, she goes to a cafe nearby and takes a few pictures. She edits them and uploads them to Instagram to silence the people who criticize her. But just a few minutes later, she receives a message from a random person on Instagram saying he saw her earlier that day and that she looked very different in real life. The next morning, she wakes up to a good morning message from the same unknown person. She decides to ignore it. But in class she can't stop thinking about what he said, especially how he somehow knew she was Genie even before she posted those cafe photos. She's so distracted that she barely reacts to her bullies teasing her. Then another message arrives from the unknown guy telling her not to ignore his texts. During PE class, she gets another message from him saying she shouldn't be looking at her phone while exercising. Confused and nervous, she starts looking around trying to figure out where he might be watching from, but the stress overwhelms her and she suddenly faints. She wakes up in the school infirmary where Lee Jin-sung is sitting beside her, clearly worried. He tells her how scared he was when she collapsed in the playground. A week passes and Gu A-jin hasn't posted anything online. Her followers and advertisers start messaging her, asking why she disappeared and begging her to upload something again. So during class she finally posts a new photo. While reading through the comments, completely lost in her thoughts, the bullies start teasing her again. Jo Se-hee even grabs her phone. Gu A-jin suddenly snaps, bites Jo Se-hee's arm, and snatches her phone back. Right after that, she receives another message from the unknown person. He's surprised she dared to post again even after being exposed. He keeps spamming her with messages until she finally asks what he wants. The guy tells her to meet him after school in the student lounge. After school, Gu A-jin waits nervously in the lounge. Suddenly someone walks in, and it's Lee Jin-sung. She's shocked, but Lee Jin-sung seems confused too and asks why she's there. Gu A-jin quickly lies and says she's waiting for her mom to pick her up. She tries to push him out of the lounge before the stalker shows up. Later, she notices Lee Jin-sung still sitting outside the school. She sends a message to the stalker, and at that exact moment Lee Jin-sung pulls out his phone. A reply immediately arrives on her phone, confirming her worst fear. Lee Jin-sung is the one messaging her. That night, Gu A-jin cries while staring at Lee Jin-sung's Instagram profile. She doesn't want to believe he's the person who's been stalking her. But while scrolling, she accidentally likes one of his photos using her Genie account. The next day she meets Lee Jin-sung again, but he acts completely normal, like nothing happened. He casually mentions that a famous influencer named Genie liked one of his photos. Gu A-jin tries to confirm if he's really the stalker by messaging the unknown account, but she learns his phone has been confiscated by a teacher. Later, he sends her another message saying he has a mission for her. He threatens her and tells her to wear pink lipstick to school the next day. At school, Gu A-jin tries to hide her face, but the bullies quickly notice the lipstick and start making fun of her again. Right after that, She receives a message from the stalker saying she looks very pretty. On her way home, she suddenly receives a recent photo of herself that someone clearly took secretly. Panicking, she runs to the station looking for him. Another message tells her to get on bus 307B. She follows the instructions as he keeps sending hints about his location, eventually leading her to a house. Inside the house, she receives a video of herself recorded by CCTV. She tries to run away, but the door locks. Then the person behind everything finally reveals himself. His name is Kim Ho-in, the class president. Shocked, Gu A-jin asks how he discovered her secret. Kim Ho-in explains that she made a mistake a while ago when she posted a picture wearing her school uniform. Even though she deleted it later, he had already seen it. He began investigating which girl in their school could be Jeannie. At first he suspected several beautiful girls, but none of them matched Jeannie. Then he noticed that young Hanul had many of the same jewelry pieces that Jeannie showed in her photos. After digging deeper, he realized young Hanul had actually taken those items from Gu A-jin. That made him suspicious, but it still wasn't enough proof. The final clue came during class one day when Gu A-jin handed over her phone. Kim Ho-in noticed that the phone kept receiving a huge number of messages, something unusual for a normal high school student unless they were some kind of celebrity. So he started paying closer attention to that phone. And that's when he finally realized that the person behind the famous Instagram account Jeannie was Gu A-jin. Gu A-jin drops to her knees and begs Kim Ho-in to keep her secret. But he tells her to relax because he isn't interested in exposing her. All he wants is for the secret to stay between them. Then he casually mentions that he's going to introduce her to his girlfriend, young Hanul, the same girl who's friends with Jeannie online and also one of Gu A-jin's biggest bullies at school. Soon after, young Hanul arrives at Kim Ho-in's house, but when she walks inside, the room is already empty. Gu A-jin has left, and Kim Ho-in eventually heads back as well. Later, Kim Ho-in invites Gu A-jin to a cafe so she can take photos for her Instagram. Gu A-jin prepares for a small photo shoot, and when Kim Ho-in sees her all dressed up with makeup, he's honestly surprised by how good she looks. She starts posing and taking pictures the way she normally does for her Jeannie account. While she's editing the photos, Kim Ho-in keeps staring at her and suddenly tells her she doesn't even need to edit the pictures to look pretty because she's already pretty enough. That comment completely catches her off guard. Not long after, Gu A-jin gets a message from young Hanul. Young Hanul sounds upset because Kim Ho-in has been ignoring her lately, and she's starting to wonder if he even likes her anymore. Gu A-jin tries to comfort her through messages. A little later, another message pops up, this time from Lee Jin-sung. He's curious about why the famous influencer Jeannie liked one of his photos earlier. Then he admits that he'd actually like to get closer to Jeannie. Reading that message makes Gu A-jin tear up. To test him, she asks him to send a dirty video of himself. Deep down she's hoping he'll refuse and call Jeannie a creep. But instead, he actually sends the video. That proves to her that he's no different from other guys. Even so, she can't bring herself to watch it. The next day during lunch break, everyone leaves the classroom except Gu A-jin. She receives a call and a message from Lee Jin-sung asking her to come to the rooftop and eat lunch with him. She ignores it. After a while, Lee Jin-sung walks into the classroom himself to see her. But she still refuses to talk to him, and he quietly leaves. After school, Lee Jin-sung stops her and asks why she's been ignoring him. Gu A-jin doesn't answer and keeps walking. Before leaving, he tells her he'll be waiting at the park until she decides to come talk to him. Gu A-jin goes home, while at the same time young Hanul is waiting outside Kim Ho-in's house because he's been ghosting her as well. Around 12:30 at night, Gu A-jin finally gets worried and goes to the park. She finds Lee Jin-sung still sitting there waiting. Instead of apologizing, she lashes out at him. She tells him he must be getting ignored by Jeannie, which is why he's suddenly being so clingy with her. She says he reminds her how miserable and pathetic her own life is. Lee Jin-sung looks confused. He explains that he only wanted a photo of her because he's being transferred to another school soon. Back at home, Gu A-jin sits quietly in her room. She wants to open the video he sent, but she doesn't have the courage to watch it. The next day, Lee Jin-sung is saying goodbye to everyone at school. Gu A-jin goes up to the rooftop and notices something surprising. Lee Jin-sung has left a small message wishing her an early happy birthday and even bought a gift for her. Before leaving the school, he looks up and waves at her. Later that day, Gu A-jin goes to the park and buys milk tea, Lee Jin-sung's favorite drink. As she sits there, she suddenly breaks down crying. She calls herself stupid for hurting someone as kind as Lee Jin-sung. Unbeknownst to her, Kim Ho-in is secretly listening nearby and starts laughing. After Gu A-jin leaves, he walks over and takes the milk tea she left behind. Meanwhile, young Hanul is still waiting outside Kim Ho-in's house. When he finally arrives, she gets excited to see him. He just laughs and walks her home. She tries to take the milk tea from him, but he aggressively refuses to give it to her. Young Hanul is clearly obsessed with him and is desperately trying to make him like her again because she feels him slowly losing interest. At home, we see that her life isn't as glamorous as she pretends. Her mother is sick and struggling. The next day at school, Joe He suggests a $1,000 foundation brand to young Hanul, completely unaware that she's actually poor. Suddenly Gu Ajin walks in acting strangely and even calls young Hanul ugly. She tries to talk to her, but when young Hanul refuses, Gu Ajin starts telling everyone that young Hanul is actually poor and has been lying about being rich the whole time. But suddenly it's revealed that this whole scene was just a nightmare young Hanul had. After waking up, young Hanul messages Jeannie asking for fashion advice. Later she sees her crush Kim Hoen walking away, while Gu Ajin sits alone eating lunch sadly. Kim Hoen walks over and starts teasing Gu Ajin playfully, clearly enjoying talking to her. Young Hanul watches the two of them from a distance and her hatred for Gu Ajin grows even stronger. While walking past them, Gu Ajin accidentally drops young Hanul's expensive foundation box. She panics and offers her own foundation instead. Young Hanul isn't satisfied and throws it away, then starts bullying Gu Ajin out of jealousy. Suddenly Kim Hoen shows up and yells at everyone to stop. The room goes silent. Gu Ajin quietly walks away. In the bathroom she starts crying and thinks about blocking young Hanul from her Genie account. A flashback then reveals how everything started. When Gu Ajin first transferred to the school, young Hanul approached her after noticing she was wearing the same watch Genie once showed online. That's how they first became friends. But one evening during a family dinner, Gu Ajin discovered that young Hanul's mother actually runs a small restaurant and that their family is poor. Young Hanul begged her not to tell anyone at school, and Gu Ajin promised to keep it a secret. However, Josei, he couldn't stand their friendship. She manipulated young Hanul by telling her that Gu Ajin had been spreading rumors about her mother. Furious, young Hanul turned against Gu Ajin and started bullying her from that day onward. Back in the present, Gu Ajin can't bring herself to block young Hanul. Instead, she deactivates her Genie account. After the account disappears, people online start spreading weird rumors about her. One day she's about to permanently delete the account when a new student transfers into her class. The girl looks exactly like Genie, which shocks everyone. Her name is Sun Minjin. Soon the word spreads Sun Minjin is famous online and has over 10,000 online followers on Instagram. Because of her appearance, people start assuming that she must be the real Genie. Young Hanul immediately realizes Sun Minjin is lying and tries to tell everyone that she's fake, but people think she's just jealous. Sun Minjin calmly says that she never claimed to be Genie. As everyone begins to turn against Sun Minjin, she claims that Genie has her reasons to stay anonymous. Watching all of this makes Gu Ajin angry. She hates seeing someone pretend to be Genie when that person is already naturally beautiful. Now everyone at school has started simping for Sun Minjin, believing she is the real famous Genie. Out of nowhere, she walks straight up to Gu Ajin and asks if she wants to hang out sometime just to make herself appear kind. After getting Gu Ajin's number, she even compliments her in front of everyone. Gu Ajin is completely confused. She can't figure out why Sun Minjin is suddenly being so nice to her and assumes she's just mocking her. But surprisingly, Kim Hoen also agrees that Gu Ajin has beautiful eyes. He then asks her why she deactivated her Genie account. Gu Ajin bluntly says it's because of that two-faced young Hanul. Kim Hoen reminds her of something important. Sun Minjin only appeared right after Genie disappeared. If Gu Ajin deletes the account for good now, people will eventually start believing that Sun Minjin is the real Genie, and Gu Ajin will never be able to prove the truth. Right then Kim Hoen gets a call from young Hanul, but he tells her he'll call her later because he's with someone. Young Hanul immediately gets jealous and rushes to his house, only to find him alone when she arrives. She asks if he was with a girl, and he casually says yes. She instantly suspects it was Gu Ajin, but Kim Hoen doesn't really pay attention to her questions, so she leaves angrily. Meanwhile, Gu Ajin goes to Sun Minjin's house and finds several classmates there, including Jo Se-hee. Sun Minjin seems surprised that all these people didn't get along before she showed up. Eventually she learns that many of the girls used to get bullied by Jo Se-hee. But Jo Se-hee quickly twists the story and blames everything on young Hanul, making herself look like the victim. Then Sun Minjin suddenly suggests that they should punish young Hanul for all the bullying she's done. Gu Ajin finds that strange and asks why she'd want to do that when she has no reason to. Feeling uncomfortable, Gu Ajin leaves. Sun Minjin follows her outside and explains that she said that because she was also bullied badly in her previous school by someone similar to young Hanul. Later at home, Gu A-jin reactivates her Genie account and uploads the photos she took at the cafe. Young Hanul is happy to see Genie posting again, but while scrolling through the pictures she suddenly notices something strange. In one of the reflections she can see Kim Ho-in, and she also notices the milk tea Genie often drinks, the same drink Gu A-jin likes. Slowly, young Hanul starts realizing that Gu A-jin seems to have everything Genie posts online. That thought makes her suspicious that Gu A-jin might actually be Genie. The next day in class, she keeps staring at Gu A-jin. During lunch, young Hanul messages Genie, saying she was worried about her. She also casually mentions that someone who looks exactly like Genie recently transferred to her school. Gu A-jin pretends to be shocked by the news. Then young Hanul asks for a video call. Gu A-jin quickly refuses, saying she looks terrible while eating. Young Hanul insists and instead asks her to at least send a photo of what she's eating. Without thinking, Gu A-jin sends a picture of a bread packet. The moment she realizes what she's done, she panics, only to see young Hanul standing right there. Young Hanul immediately grabs the bread packet from her. The story then shifts to a flashback from young Hanul's childhood. Her family had always been poor, but one day her father won a huge lottery. Instead of helping them, he abandoned them and ran away with a beautiful woman to live a luxurious life. Only beautiful people deserve to be loved and appreciated, while ugly people get abandoned. At the same time, Jo Se-hee is at a salon getting a haircut. Sun Min-jin suggests she should try a short hairstyle like Emma Watson. Jo Se-hee agrees, but the moment the haircut is done she regrets it. She gets angry at Sun Min-jin, but Sun Min-jin insists she actually looks really pretty. Unfortunately, when Jo Se-hee returns to class, the other students start laughing at her because the haircut makes her look like a boy. In the background, young Hanul watches everything with tears in her eyes. She quietly sends a message to Genie, and Gu A-jin receives the notification. Later that night, young Hanul texts Genie again asking if she's asleep. Gu A-jin thanks her for keeping her secret. Young Hanul replies that she would never expose her because Genie is the only close friend who knows all of her secrets. Soon after, young Hanul sees Gu A-jin and Kim Ho-in talking on the rooftop and immediately feels jealous. She walks over and asks Kim Ho-in if he knows Genie from Instagram, but he denies it. Then she asks why he's suddenly so close to Gu A-jin. Kim Ho-in lies and says the teacher asked him to look after Gu A-jin since she's being bullied. After young Hanul leaves, Gu A-jin tells Kim Ho-in that young Hanul has started suspecting that she's Genie, though they still don't know how she figured it out. Meanwhile, young Hanul goes to the same cafe where Gu A-jin had taken her photos. There she learns that Kim Ho-in visited the cafe recently with a girl. Kim Ho-in later tells Gu A-jin that young Hanul was at the cafe asking questions. Back at school, young Hanul secretly takes a photo of Gu A-jin from a distance. Then she suddenly leaves the classroom with her bag. This makes Kim Ho-in and Gu A-jin nervous, so they start tracking her location. They discover that she's heading toward Gu A-jin's previous school. At that school, young Hanul approaches two students and starts asking if a girl named Genie used to study there. Just as things are about to get dangerous, she suddenly receives a video call from Genie. She answers it. Meanwhile, Kim Ho-in and Gu A-jin are using computer graphics to fake a live call and make it look like Genie is somewhere else. But during the call, Gu A-jin's phone rings unexpectedly and disrupts the graphics. Realizing the problem, Kim Ho-in quickly grabs the phone from her before young Hanul can notice something is wrong. Now young Hanul is even more confused about who Genie really is. Not long after, she receives terrible news from the hospital. Her mother had a cardiac arrest and passed away. At the funeral, young Hanul sits alone by a wall. After a while, Gu A-jin arrives with her family. Gu A-jin's mother gently hugs young Hanul to comfort her before leaving. Gu A-jin stays behind to talk. She tries to comfort young Hanul and promises that she will never reveal her secret to anyone. Young Hanul suddenly asks her a painful question, if she is Genie. She explains that because she was messaging Genie, she missed her mother's final phone call. Gu A-jin feels shaken by the accusation and quietly leaves without answering. The next day at school, Gu A-jin is sitting alone on the rooftop when Kim Ho-in approaches her. He looks worried because young Hanul hasn't come to school and isn't answering his calls. Meanwhile, Jo Se-hee and Sun Min-jin are eating lunch together. While talking about getting revenge on young Hanul, Sun Min-jin hears about an incident where young Hanul once humiliated Gu A-jin by lifting her skirt in front of everyone and mocking her underwear. After PE class, Gu A-jin suddenly realizes that the necklace Lee Jin-sung gave her is missing. She tells Kim Ho-in about it, and he reports it to the teacher. Jo Se-hee overhears their conversation. She quickly runs back to the classroom and spreads the rumor that someone stole Gu A-jin's round necklace. Soon everyone starts suspecting Young Hanul because she has a reputation for taking Gu A-jin's belongings. Young Hanul denies it, but Sun Min-jin starts insulting her and even grabs her hand, forcing it open while she's tightly holding onto her mother's watch. Sun Min-jin throws the watch aside, and Jo Se-hee picks it up just to mock it. Furious, Young Hanul slaps Jo Se-hee, but instead of stopping, they begin bullying her even more. Then Sun Min-jin pulls out Gu A-jin's necklace from Young Hanul's bag and proudly shows it to everyone. Just like Young Hanul once humiliated Gu A-jin, they now humiliate Young Hanul in front of the whole class. At that moment Kim Ho-in walks in. Young Hanul looks at him, hoping he will help her, but he completely ignores her and simply sits down. Young Hanul breaks down crying. Gu A-jin watches everything and feels conflicted. Even though Young Hanul bullied her before, she still understands how painful that humiliation feels. She grabs Young Hanul's hand and takes her to the infirmary so she can calm down. Afterward, Gu A-jin goes to Kim Ho-in and scolds him for not helping his own girlfriend. Kim Ho-in coldly replies that Young Hanul deserves it after everything she's done to Gu A-jin. But Gu A-jin tells him that only she has the right to decide whether to hate or forgive Young Hanul. Then she quietly reveals that Young Hanul's mother died the day before. Later, Gu A-jin confronts Jo Se-hee and Sun Min-jin. She asks Jo Se-hee how she knew the necklace was round when Gu A-jin had only mentioned that detail to Kim Ho-in and never showed it to anyone else. Kim Ho-in overhears the conversation and joins them. Together they corner Jo Se-hee with a question, and the truth slowly starts coming out. Jo Se-hee panics and looks towards Sun Min-jin for help. Sun Min-jin immediately starts crying and pretends she was only trying to defend poor Gu A-jin from Young Hanul. She shifts all the blame onto Jo Se-hee to make herself look innocent. Jo Se-hee desperately tries to explain that it was actually Sun Min-jin's idea, but no one believes her. Everyone just stares at her. Losing control, she grabs a fire extinguisher and sprays it everywhere in the classroom. At the same time somewhere else, Lee Jin-sung is preparing for his debut as a K-pop idol. Before going on stage, he reads a letter Gu A-jin sent him. In the letter she apologizes for how rudely she treated him and admits that she actually had a crush on him. She also wishes him good luck for his debut. Reading the letter makes Lee Jin-sung smile, and he walks confidently onto the stage. Back at school, Gu A-jin quietly puts some books back into Young Hanul's bag. When Young Hanul comes to pick up her bag, Gu A-jin stops her and finally tells the truth. She is Genie. Young Hanul becomes furious. She accuses Gu A-jin of deceiving her and playing with her feelings. She says Gu A-jin should have told her from the beginning. Gu A-jin sadly asks one question. If she had told her the truth back then, would Young Hanul have ever become her friend? Young Hanul can't answer. She stays silent and walks away, leaving Gu A-jin crying. What they don't realize is that someone else overheard their entire conversation. The next day, Young Hanul and Kim Ho-in meet at a rooftop cafe. Kim Ho-in apologizes for how badly he treated her and promises he will change. But Young Hanul is exhausted from everything. She breaks up with him and walks away. Later at school, Young Hanul accidentally drops Sun Min-jin's nail polish. Sun Min-jin immediately starts complaining loudly that it's ruined while bullying her again. Gu A-jin quietly uses her phone during the argument and exposes Sun Min-jin online for pretending to be Genie. Soon everyone begins questioning Sun Min-jin. The following day during PE class, Sun Min-jin sneaks into the classroom and searches Gu A-jin's desk. She finds Gu A-jin's phone and manages to guess her simple pattern lock. Later Gu A-jin starts looking for her missing phone. Suddenly students begin talking excitedly about Genie again. It turns out Sun Min-jin used Gu A-jin's phone to upload new photos of Genie wearing her school uniform. Gu A-jin realizes what happened and looks at Sun Min-jin. Sun Min-jin simply winks at her. Gu A-jin walks up to her and asks her to come outside. They go to the rooftop together. With fear in her eyes, Gu A-jin asks Sun Min-jin to give her phone back. Seeing how scared she is, Sun Min-jin mocks her and says it's better if both of them keep their secrets hidden. If the truth ever comes out, people will bully Gu A-jin for being ugly, not her. At the same time, Kim Ho-in is in the teacher's office. While there, he secretly takes a photo of Sun Min-jin's student profile details. Meanwhile, Sun Min-jin happily scrolls through Gu A-jin's phone. She suddenly notices Lee Jin-sung's name in the conversation. She recognizes him instantly, the rising K-pop idol from the group Asta. It turns out Jo Se-hee had secretly been listening to everything. Soon people online begin noticing that Genie is posting strange photos and has stopped promoting any products. Gu Ajin gets frustrated with the situation, deletes the posts, and quickly changes the password to her account. Later, Sun Min Jin takes photos with some fake friends and tries to upload them to the Genie account. But when she opens Instagram, she realizes the password has already been changed. Gu Ajin buys a new phone and soon receives a message from Kim Ho-in asking her to meet him at his house. When she gets there, she tells him that Sun Min Jin stole her phone during PE class. Kim Ho-in then reveals something disturbing. He has been investigating Sun Min Jin's background and discovered something dangerous about her. He first tracked down the name of her previous school. Back when Sun Min Jin was in 10th grade, the class had a cafe project, and a student named Pluto was responsible for posting pictures online. Kim Ho-in managed to contact Pluto and learn more about Sun Min Jin. According to Pluto, Sun Min Jin is basically a sociopath. She acts friendly at first to gain people's trust, but eventually shows her real personality. She has no problem ruining someone's life if it benefits her. That same night, Gu Ajin receives a threatening message from Sun Min Jin demanding the password to the Genie account. The next morning at school, Sun Min Jin approaches young Hanul and suddenly starts complimenting her. She tries to become friends with her and even takes photos together while Gu Ajin watches from a distance. After class, Gu Ajin asks Sun Min Jin to talk privately. They go up to the rooftop again. Gu Ajin nervously asks for her phone back, but Sun Min Jin refuses. She also threatens Gu Ajin, saying she saw many interesting things on the phone, including the private video Lee Jin-sung sent. That comment enrages Gu Ajin, but Sun Min Jin just laughs and repeats her demand for the password, warning that she'll reveal everything if Gu Ajin refuses. After school, students begin planning a big party since they're about to become seniors. Kim Ho-in suddenly suggests something wild, hosting a live show where Genie will appear. Gu Ajin gets angry at him for provoking Sun Min Jin like that. Kim Ho-in doesn't understand why she's suddenly so scared of Sun Min Jin. Gu Ajin finally explains the truth. She tells him that Lee Jin-sung once sent her a video, and she never even watched it. But if Sun Min Jin leaks it, people might think it's something scandalous and it could destroy Lee Jin-sung's career. The day of the school festival arrives. Sun Min Jin keeps messaging Gu Ajin asking for the password. Inside the festival hall, Gu Ajin sees Sun Min Jin and young Hanul together. They go to watch a performance where a joker invites Sun Min Jin onto the stage and takes her bag as part of the act. While everyone else runs toward another show, Sun Min Jin returns to look for Gu Ajin's phone but can't find it. She notices the joker staring at her suspiciously. Sun Min Jin drags young Hanul into a room and starts slapping her, demanding that she return the phone she believes young Hanul took. Suddenly Kim Ho-in arrives, drops the phone on the ground, and deliberately breaks it. Sun Min Jin grabs the damaged phone. At that moment she receives a call on her own phone from a data recovery company saying they managed to recover the video file Lee Jin-sung had sent to Genie. Gu Ajin receives a message from Kim Ho-in telling her he destroyed the phone. Soon Sun Min Jin finds Gu Ajin and threatens her again, demanding the password. When Gu Ajin refuses to respond, Sun Min Jin drags her into a room and says she now has the recovered file and will show it to everyone if she doesn't cooperate. Gu Ajin refuses and walks away. Right then Lee Jin-sung suddenly appears. He came to see her. He notices that she looks frightened and unhappy, so they talk privately in a room. He tells her he only wanted to see her but she doesn't seem glad to see him. Gu Ajin begins to cry, feeling like she isn't worthy of his love. She gives back the gift he once gave her and leaves. But outside she discovers that Sun Min Jin has already exposed their private conversation with Lee Jin-sung. Panicking, Gu Ajin runs toward the microphone and tries to tell everyone that she is the real Genie. But no one listens to her because she's just an ordinary student. Meanwhile, everyone starts questioning Lee Jin-sung about the video and messages. Lee Jin-sung looks more upset about what Gu Ajin said to him earlier than about the scandal itself. He calmly walks to the laptop and plays the video himself. To everyone's surprise, it isn't anything scandalous at all. It's simply Lee Jin-sung singing a beautiful song with his voice. After that, he openly expresses his feelings for Gu Ajin without mentioning her name and quietly leaves. Since Sun Min Jin still can't access the Genie account, she fails to start the promised livestream. The crowd becomes disappointed and begins suspecting that she lied about being Genie. At that moment, everyone suddenly receives a notification. Gu Ajin has posted a recommendation for one of Lee Jin-sung's album songs and explained that her account was hacked. People start looking at Sun Min Jin suspiciously. In desperation, Sun Min Jin screams that the real Genie is actually Gu Ajin. But nobody believes her anymore. She becomes hysterical trying to convince them. Suddenly Jo Se-hee throws boiling water at Sun Min Jin's face and bursts into loud laughter. Later that evening, Gu Ajin sits alone at the park and throws away the poster of Genie, finally letting go of that identity. Lee Jin-sung arrives and quietly sits beside her. He gives back the necklace she once returned to him, then gently kisses her. At the same time, Kim Ho-in arrives at the train station and calls young Hanul, asking to meet her. When he visits her house, she offers him tea. He nervously removes his glasses and shirt to show her a large scar on his body. He explains that when he was a child, a massive fire destroyed his home and killed his parents. He was the only survivor. The trauma made it difficult for him to open up to people. He admits that when young Hanul broke up with him, he felt devastated. Hearing this, young Hanul hugs him tightly. Later, young Hanul visits Gu Ajin in her room. After everything that happened, the two of them finally reconcile and become friends again. Gu Ajin finally gets tired of pretending to be someone else just for likes and compliments. She decides she doesn't want to live behind the genie persona anymore. So she changes the account name from Genie to her real name and uploads a real photo of herself without heavy editing or filters. As expected, the reaction online is harsh. Her follower count drops drastically until only a few people remain. The comments section is filled with hate and criticism. But this time, it doesn't break her. Even after losing almost everything she built online, Gu Ajin feels strangely relieved. For the first time, she's not hiding behind a fake image. And she realizes that it's perfectly okay to be imperfect.